news. President Bola Tinubu calls on leaders of Germany, South Korea, India to invest in Nigeria. KOGI governorship candidate of the African Democratic Congress promises better welfare package for citizens. United States President raises issues of human rights, importance of free press at G20 summit. And in sports, Super Eagles trash Sao Tome 6-0 in 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifiers. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adenoy. Thanks for joining us. As world leaders wrap up activities at the G20 summit in India, President Bola Tinubu seized the sidelines of the summit to meet with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, where he sold the economic prospect of Nigeria and why car manufacturing would be a money spinner for countries willing to invest. Tinubu said it is not only a matter of designing the financial architecture for an expanded economic partnership, but also about the practicality of aligning the perspectives of the country's large-scale manufacturers, such as Volkswagen and others. The president noted that his government is putting in place new incentives for them to come and prosper across multiple value chains and sectors in Nigeria. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz was said to have acknowledged the mutually beneficial nature of an escalation in the scale of economic ties with Africa's largest economy as he requested to visit Nigeria for more discussion. Beside the German Chancellor, Tinubu also had bilateral discourse with South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, which have been identified as key partners in his economic development diplomacy drive for local investment and wealth creation. Lagos State Government has sealed 8 nightclubs and event centers within Ikeja and Victoria Island areas of the state. The Director General, Lagos State Safety Commission, Lanre Mojola, in a statement disclosed that the agency sealed the facilities in the interest of public safety. He stressed the commitment of the Commission to ensuring the safety of lives and property of the people, pointing out that the Commission aims to achieve zero accidents in workplaces and public facilities. Mojola explained that the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led administration has zero tolerance for violation of safety law and will continually monitor such facilities to ensure compliance with laid-down safety laws. Mojola implored all recreational and event centers yet to be registered with the Safety Commission to visit www.lasgsafetyreg.com for their registration. Nigeria's former president Olusegun Obasanjo has lauded Osun State Governor Adeleke for being a dancing but working governor. Obasanjo gave the commendation while speaking at the 16th Harvest Anniversary and Thanksgiving service held at the Love of Christ Generation Church, C&S, in Victoria Island, Lagos State. Obasanjo pointed out that the governor is an example of a leader who is not ashamed to praise God despite occupying the highest office in the state, explaining that dancing and working for God and the people are things to be proud of. The event was attended by the Oni of Ife, Oba Enito Adeyeye Ogunwusi, the publisher of Ovation magazine, Are Dele Momodu, Osun State House of Assembly Speaker Adewale Egbedun, members of the Osun State House of Assembly, and top political and traditional rulers. The Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has faulted the palliatives to states, insisting that what Nigerian workers needed was a living wage. The association's deputy president, Prince Adewale Adeyanju, who doubles as the President General of Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria, made the assertion at an occasion to mark the Maiden Dock Workers Celebration Day, put together by the Shipping Correspondents Association of Nigeria, SCAN, in Lagos. The NLC observed that the handout 7 to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal could in a way be applauded, but quickly pointed out that their distribution might not be even, describing it as a temporary measure. Adeoju said what a responsive government should have done could have been to increase worker salaries across the nation. He, however, reviewed government support reform and pointed out some successes and failures thus far. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged the 36 state governors in the country to disclose detail on spending of the 2 billion naira palliative recently disbursed to each state by the federal government, including the names of beneficiaries and detail of the relief so far provided with the money. In the letter signed by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization explained that the request is in public interest to enable them publish the detail on spending of the 2 billion naira palliative and any subsequent disbursement of funds to their government. According to SERAP, transparency and accountability in the disbursement of the palliative would help to reduce the risk of corruption, mismanagement, diversion, or opportunism. He further said they would be grateful if the recommended measures are taken within 7 days of the receipt or publication of the letter. It was gathered that the federal government recently disbursed 2 billion naira out of the 5 billion palliative package for each state of the Federation and the FCT to address the impact of the removal of fuel subsidy. A Royal Navy warship HMS Trent has arrived in Lagos, Nigeria. According to a statement from the British High Commission, the visit would help deliver capacity training and support maritime security in the region. The Commission said HMS Trent's mission is to support West African allies, helping countries to develop the capability to fight crimes at the sea and ensure they can play an effective role in bringing stability to wider West Africa. HMS Trent's commanding officer, Commander Tim Langford, said the Royal Navy has a long history of engagement within the region and an enduring partnership with the Armed Forces of Nigeria. UK Deputy High Commander in Lagos, Commissioner. United Kingdom's Deputy High Commissioner in Lagos, Johnny Baxter, said the deployment demonstrated how a truly global Britain is stepping up on the world stage to tackle shared international security challenges. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Malachite TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. In politics, the African Democratic Congress ADC House of Representatives member representing Yagba Federal Constituency and governorship candidate for the November 2023 polls in KOGI State, Leke Abejide, has paid a thank you visit to traditional rulers and the people of his constituency. Leke Abejide said vying for the position of the #1 citizens in the state is to allow him to do more for the people and promised a better welfare package and a more improved state if elected as the next governor of KOGI State. Our reporter has the detail.
On behalf of Bamboo Traditional Council, we welcome our biological son to our land. He has not come here to campaign. He has only come to branch and see how his fathers are doing.
Leke Abejide said his visit was to appreciate the royal fathers for the roles played in the last elections. He assured that under President Bola Tinubu, Yagba will get a fair deal. He debunked insinuations that he has stepped down for other candidates, insisting that he is in the race to win the November governorship election.
Secondly, to come and appeal to you, though you have said it, that I don't need to come. I'm your biological son. That I am in the race to occupy Lugard House come 11/11/2023. There are so many insinuations, so many stories, that I have stepped down. For who? Many people are running, but I don't know where they are running to. But me, I'm going to Lugard House. If anybody thinks he has the quality, let us talk. Let everybody talk about his antecedent. Let us talk about our character. How do we relate to people? Let us talk about our competence. How quality are you to deliver dividend of democracy? Then let us talk about the connection that one has to bring development to a place. Who among of them can compete with me? I came from private sector background, and I got to the pinnacle of my career before going to government. And that is why my own is different today. Because if government money no come, I take money from my business and do what I want to do for my people. And that's what I have been doing.
Abejide promised to enhance welfare for all traditional rulers and their subjects in KOGI State and ensure retirees will get their pension in due time.
KOGI West is already in the pocket by the grace of God. And KOGI is where my running mate comes from. He's not a novice in politics. He was a commissioner here in this state, commissioner for health, and he performed than any other before him and even till now. And he's from the largest local government, Dekina and Basafera constituency, Dekina Basafera constituency. And with my antecedent that they are hearing, they equally want this good governance to go around. They need it. Nobody is happy suffering. Nobody wants to relate with poverty. Everybody wants to relate with wealth and what? Good living. So, except you want to remain in this dungeon, that is when you will not recognize us. And not only that, I, Adeleke Abejide, has promised to pay wife fees that I'm doing here. I'm taking care of widows across the 21 local government. If the federal government, if the state government does that, it is their schedule. They ought to have done it 8 years ago. I'm going to do the 6th one. So if they pay or they don't pay, I will pay the remaining for the private schools.
While proceeding to the palace of Agbana of Isonlu Kingdom, he received different decampees from different parties. At the palace of Agbana, Abejide noted that homecoming is to thank his people for electing him for the 2nd time as a member representing the Yagba Federal Constituency and to make known his ambition to Lugard House come November 11.
All the graded numbers in KOGI State will be given an SUV each during my time as a governor. You know that my logo is education. I wouldn't want to see, I will make sure the basic educations are free. primary, secondary. Even when you look at the higher institution, if the tuition fee is beyond the reach of the common people, we reduce it so that our people can be educated. People like me now, my father was not a rich man, he was nobody, but by the grace of God, I am somebody today. And if not for the education, maybe I wouldn't have gone far. So whatever I talk, people listen, especially when it comes to my own discipline. I'm an economist by training, so I can pieces mathematics, I pieces policies, and I tell you how it's going to work. This is what God has given to me. And it's through that education that I am able to do that. So if we give our people education, and the local government that are not functioning, if they are working well, you cannot see people begging for, give me 200 naira, give me 500 naira. Because somebody is supposed to take 200,000. If he's getting it, he'll be comfortable. Because it's just for 30 days, he will get another one. So this is part of what I'm coming to do. In terms of road infrastructure, that one, I will link everywhere with road. So that whoever is going to farm can bring out his farm produce, come out with it. All our retirees that are not get their pensions, they will get it as at 20. The screening that was done and not done properly, I will revisit it.
Stressed that he is confident that he will win the 3 senatorial districts of the state and advised youth to emulate him and shun thuggery.
My message to the youth is, they should look at me. If I have allowed myself to be used as thug, I wouldn't be in this position today. They should shun whoever wants to use them for thuggery and say that they need future for themselves. And I represent the hope that they should be looking to, because my focus is going to be on them.
The Agbano of Isanlu Kingdom, His Royal Highness Obamoses Etumbi, assured Abejide of the kingdom's support. He prayed for him.
We can't forsake you for anybody. I'm saying it loud and clear. We cannot forsake you for any other person. This imperialist never consulted with us before we were railroaded into the northern region. What did we get? Poverty, starvation, use and dump. Honestly speaking, Honorable Leke Abejide, by the special grace of God, you will get there. Until when the Constitution is amended, traditional institutions as estranged in the Constitution is an extension of the civil service.
Other dignitaries at the event also commended Abejide for his leadership style, saying he is the best.
A son that we can follow to anywhere. He has been tested and now is trusted. He has gone before. He has done another one. He's preparing to go to Lugard House. When we were coming between Ayetoro and Egbe, immediately you leave Ayetoro and you enter our road, you will know what I'm talking about. There is no way that we have a governor around this place that he will leave us in this condition. That is just one. When you enter my own district, Southeast Yagba district, there you all know. You know what it is. There is no way a governor will come from that district and also leave that road like that.
And I stand here to say, without fear of contradiction, that Honorable Leke Abejide has all that it takes to be the governor of this state. He is a very humble person. This is a man that has used his private resources to support the underprivileged. Not only the underprivileged, I was secretary to government for 4 years. And I know as a matter of fact that in those 4 years, even thereafter, from what I have seen him do, I think he will stand out as one leader that has unrestricted respect for the traditional institution. He has done it, he is your child, and I want to believe that you will not allow him to fall. politics ò lé bó ṣe lè tó ìwé ń bògún lọ inú àgùn kan wà ti sòríire gbogbo ọmọ láyé rẹ ní pátápátá sọ ní àṣẹkù orí adé máa gbé ọ alálẹ́ yàgbà gbé ọ. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. To the Father, to Jesus, the Son.
At the Thanksgiving service at the Upper Area Court, Open Field, Itedo, Makutu, Isonlu, Pastor Sunday took turns to charge the people on principles, responsibilities, and accountability.
Honorable sir, I want you to take this principle and I want you to digest it. One, I have 4 principles here. Ownership. When you talk about ownership, that is, you are talking about your integrity. Your integrity is more important in this society. Your integrity is more seen and more knowing to the people around us. Responsibility, it is duty to perform. You have a duty to perform in this Yagbayis and also in your constituency. You have a duty to perform. Many things people are expecting from you. Also, accountability. Your accountability is your achievement report. People want to see your report, people want to see your achievement, what you have done. And I can tell you, no, you have done a lot, even to the educational levy.
Abejide said that in 2023, he was overwhelmed with the result that was announced and appreciated the Yagba people for their support.
My people have been standing with me through thick and thin, through sun and rain, and I feel fit to come and give thanks to God who has made it possible for me to be able to win my election for the first and second time with ease. Everything that is committed into God's hands come with ease. We are going to win with ease. Under President Tinubu, there cannot be any crisis. He's a man of peace, and let me tell you, the man monitors everything that is happening. He doesn't want anybody to raise even a finger against anyone. Whoever does that, I will help disseminate the information immediately. The villa will get to know. Anybody who brings talk will go for it.
He said that in the coming governorship election in KOGI State, President Bola Tinubu has promised a level playing ground while promising, if elected, he will do more by paying WAEC for the 3 senatorial districts of the state. Elulu of Mopa, Oba Julius Duledo, has assured the candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, in the November governorship election in KOGI State, Asiwaju Leke Abejide, of the continued support of all traditional rulers in Yagba land. The event was spiced with music and dance, praising Leke Abejide and his running mate, Idris Omede. The homecoming was honored by many sons and daughters of Okunland.
On the foreign scene, Egypt has voiced anger after Ethiopia announced it has filled the reservoir at a highly controversial hydroelectric dam on the Blue Nile River. Ethiopia has been in dispute with Egypt and Sudan over the mega project since its launch in 2011, as Egypt relies on the Nile for nearly all its water needs. Egypt's foreign ministry said Ethiopia was disregarding the interest of the downstream countries. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said it is with great pleasure that they announced the successful completion of the fourth and final filling of the Renaissance Dam and admitted that the project had faced internal and external obstacles, but they endured all as the dam began generating electricity in February 2022. United States President Joe Biden says he has raised issues of human rights and the importance of a free press with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi. Biden made the remarks at a press conference in Hanoi when he visited the India capital to attend the G20 summit and also held a bilateral meeting with Modi. Biden said he had substantial discussions with Modi about continuing to strengthen the India-US relationship and also spoke about the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor deal, which was announced during the summit, and called it as a groundbreaking partnership. On sports, let's join Jonah Malik.
Hello and glad to have you on Sports Update on MLC TV Global News. The Super Eagles of Nigeria wrap up the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifier with a comfortable 6-0 victory against the Patriots of Sao Tome and Principe at the nest of champion Uyo Akwa Ibom State on Sunday. A hat-trick from Napoli striker Victor Osimhen and a goal each from Ademola Lookman, Taiwo Awoniyi and substitute Samuel Chukwueze ensured the team finished top of Group A ahead of Guinea-Bissau. With the team already qualified for the AFCON next year in Ivory Coast, they needed just a point to clinch the group top spot, but however went a step further, picking the maximum 3 points and also scoring combined 16 goals in 2 legs against their opponents. On 13 minutes, Victor Osimhen got his first goal, while Lookman Ademola made the 2-0 in the 27th minute of the game in the first half. The second half produced 4 more goals for Jose Pesirio's side, with Nottingham Forest striker Taiwo Awoniyi making it 3-0 in the 51st minute, while Osimhen got his second from a penalty spot on the 69th minute, and 10 minutes later, he completed his hat-trick to make it 5-0. Substitute AC Milan winger Samuel Chukwueze also gets on the score sheet to make it 6-0. The Eagles ended their qualifying campaign with 15 points, scoring 22 goals and conceding 4 goals. Victor Osimhen also finished as the top scorer with 10 goals, 5 more goals than Senegal's Sadio Mane in second. Still on sport, Luis Rubiales has resigned as the president of Spanish Football Federation following criticism for kissing Spain forward Jenni Hermoso at the Women's World Cup final presentation ceremony. Hermoso, 33, said the kiss after Spain beat England was not consensual and she filed a legal complaint last Tuesday. Rubiales said he had submitted his resignation to Federation Acting President Pedro Rocha in a statement. The 46-year-old also resigned from his position as the vice president of UEFA Executive Committee. The fallout from the kiss has engulfed Spanish football in recent weeks and overshadowed Spain's World Cup win, with Rubiales ignoring repeated calls to resign. Moving straight to tennis, Novak Djokovic won a record equaling 24th Grand Slam single title by outlasting Daniel Medvedev in a punishing US Open final in New York. The 36-year-old Serb won 6-3, 7-6, 7-5, 6-3, but the straight set scoreline does not tell how deep he had to dig. After the pair exchanged breaks early in the third, Djokovic took control to level Margaret Court's 50 years record. In the women's final, American teenager Coco Gauff came from behind to win the US Open on Saturday, clinching her first Grand Slam title with a battling win over Aryna Sabalenka of Belarus. Gauff 19 produced a gutsy performance on the Arthur Ashe Stadium courts to win 2-6, 6-3, 6-2 in 2 hours, 6 minutes to complete a fairy tale transformation in her season's fortunes. The 6th seed from Florida had gone into the final as the underdog against the hard-hitting 2nd seed Sabalenka, who will become the world #1 in next week's rankings. Govt became the third American teenager to win the US Open after Tracy Austin and Serena Williams also used her victory speech to thank those who doubted her talent. And that's all on Sports Update. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. Babrela Onwalu has the latest happenings in the entertainment world.
Welcome to MLC TV Entertainment News. I am Babrela Onwalu. In Africa, the Big Brother Naija couple, Temitope and Bamike Adebunyo, also known as Teddy A and Bam Bam, are marking 5 years since their traditional wedding. Their love story began in the third season of the Big Brother Naija in 2018, where they met. Bam Bam noted that, at first, he looked like the kind of man parents would warn against. According to the both parties, their relationship in the show initially began as a strategy to win the grand prize. But over the time, they developed real feelings for one another. Sweet love. Even after they were both evicted from the show, their relationship continued to bloom. And before they knew it, they had dated for over a year. Then, in November 2019, they tied the knot in an elaborate destination wedding held in Dubai, and the glamorous affair was attended by fellow celebrities. Teddy A took to his social media Instagram page to celebrate the joyous occasion by posting a cute video of them both. The adorable video showed a sweet moment between the couple during a photoshoot of sorts, slow dancing with one another. The love-struck Teddy A showered his wife with kisses, who, in turn, giggled. Away from Africa, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are facing further backlash after they sent letters of support to a judge following Danny Masterson's rape conviction. Kutcher and Kunis, who starred in that 70 shows with Masterson, apologized for sending letters of support to a judge after he was found guilty of rape. Masterson was sentenced to 30 years to life for the rape of 2 women. Both attacks were said to have taken place in Masterson's home in the Hollywood area in 2003, when he was starring in that 90s show. Kunis and Kutcher, who married in 2015, rose to fame on the same sitcom. Actress Christiana Ricci shared a statement on social media which many interpreted as a comment on Kutcher and Kunis' support letters. The Yellow Jacket star, who shared on Instagram stories, said people they knew as awesome guys can be predators and abusers. That it's tough to accept, but they have to, saying if they support victims, women, children, men and boys, then they must be able to take this stand. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I am Babrela Onwalu reporting for MLC TV.
Thanks for the update, Babrela. And that is the size of our package for today. Do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Ebiravabe MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter, Malachite TV, and TikTok, Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachite TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday, 7 p.m. Political Arena. Sunday, 6 p.m. Women's World. And Monday, 9 a.m. The Opinion. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be Be your brother's keeper to build a better and happier society together. I am Joshua at Denoi. Thanks for watching.